I decided to make a very quick video this morning because this is really, hot on my mind, and I decided to come out with it as early as possible, before I get busy with work and all that and I start forgetting. So the first thing I want to say is I hope we know that it is not the devil that is attacking marriages in Nigeria today. Yeah, I'm always referring to Nigeria because I'm Nigerian. I was born in Nigeria and I've lived in Nigeria for at least more than um, four score years of my life. So um, it's not the devil that is after us or attacking marriages in Nigeria. A lot of stories are going around. There's a recent one now. People are talking about a certain man who just impregnated a lady and he's supposed to be married, and all these kind of stories are going around. A lot of marriages are not able to pull through these days because of stories like this. And people think that it's the devil that is attacking homes, attacking couples, attacking marriages. I think that is erroneous thinking. It's not the devil. The devil has no business with our marriages. He's not even doing anything about it. So let's not look for who to put the blame on. I think the problem that we're having, which we need to begin to look into critically, is how we are raising our male children. There is a challenge with the male child, and especially in Africa, especially in Nigeria, the way we're raising our male child, we need to call it to question in terms of teaching and raising them responsibly. Every man, has a challenge, with their sexuality, irrespective of their religion. Because I see a group of people saying and promoting the Muslim religion that allows men to go for many wives, which is also in line with our traditional religion. Our fathers and forefathers, they had a lot of wives. But I tell you, the answer to irresponsibility is not to create more problems through irresponsibility. I'll give you an instance. Few days ago, a lady was confiding in a close male friend of mine and was sharing some of the challenges that she was having with her husband. Now, this lady is married to a man, just one man, and the challenge she's having with that man is that the guy is not paying attention to the things going on in his home, and he feels he's providing, and because of that he doesn't think that he has any responsibility towards attending to the issues of the children. And this is just one instance I'm going to use to explain what I'm trying to say. So that is that irresponsibility I'm talking about. So an adult man does not recognize his role as a father in the home. He thinks that his role as a father is just to, throw out the money. And as long as I make sure that you have food to eat and the children have food to eat, I've done my work. Your work is insert your penis in her vagina, give her a baby, and send her checks or transfer money into her account, and she buys the food, cooks it, and gives to those children or takes them to school, and you believe that your work has ended. This is one critical example that I want us to look into, because this is the highest level of irresponsibility, if you ask me. That kind of man does not need a child, and that is why I keep talking about children, marriage, relationships, because these issues, these three things I've called out here, everybody is not supposed to get involved with them. Now, for this man now who feels that I pay the bills, I provide for you, and he doesn't think that he has to spend time with those children to model that fatherly figure for them and help them build their confidence, teach them things, impact value, the right value to them, is the reason why we are churning out these irresponsible behaviors in our society today. So so this example I'm giving, just this one I'm giving right now, should tell us that the solution to One man who does not even recognize his place in life, does not even know what he should be doing, is not to give him more women. We have not solved the problem, because in giving him more women, we're producing more children to, sending more children into the world without fathers, without a father figure. So I don't understand how that argument, works here. So going back to what I'm saying about the way we're raising our male children, it looks like when people come on my wall, they think that I have a problem with men. I'm always attacking men. I'm not always attacking men. I'm talking about a problem that we need to start looking into critically today, that is going to impact the future generation. Because there's something definitely wrong with what's, how our male boys and men are functioning in our worlds today. Um, Look at what's going on. A lot of homes today, we have men who are no longer able to fend for those families. Check your family, look into your family, look into your siblings, look around you. You will see these things I'm talking about. We're constantly having men who are dropping out of schools, who are not seeing the need for education, who are not developing themselves, who are not looking for jobs, who are not getting the right jobs, and these men are going up and down looking for a woman that will submit to them. Going up and down. When they find this woman, or when women feel they're advancing in age, and they feel that, their biological clocks are ticking, they will now settle with this kind of men. They will say, okay, I'm going to take care of your responsibility, I'm going to provide for you, and you think you're being a good woman by doing that. The next thing those men start doing is that they hit the street and go and start impregnating every woman out there. Something is not right, something is wrong. We need to start looking at what we are passing on to our male children. Then finally, there is another angle to this challenge that we're facing today: the church, religion. Religion has not understood how to answer the question of the man's sexual need, the man's sexuality. Every man has challenges with their, sexuality, that the church has not, started speaking about. This is the reason why we're having people that are struggling with pornography and all sorts of sexual issues in our churches today, that are still lifting up holy hands. We feel that everything is okay with them. Before we know it, they start sleeping with a little girl, a little boy there, and all sorts of things like this. I think that we need to begin to look at these things critically, start examining some of these things, because this part of their body has been given to them, but we need to help them to understand what to do with that part of the body, how to put it in check. You're not the only one with those desires. What kind of information are you putting in yourself that is leading you into taking the wrong action or making the wrong decisions and finding yourself in problem? We need to start asking these questions. So these are the things and the points that I want to make this morning. If you think that you want to come into this conversation, because I am really, really bothered about what is going on with our men in Nigeria today. And the reason I'm concerned is because increasingly we're having more and more single women who are not interested interested in putting up with this kind of things. We claim that our mothers were able to live with them, but this generation of women are not interested in living with them. And the impact of this is that we're going to have a generation where we're going to have a lot more single people out there, and we're going to keep having more and more problems in our society. This is why it's important to me, and this is why I keep on talking about the things that are pertaining to our men. We need to pay attention to it. If you want to lend a voice to this thing, inbox me. Let's talk about it, because we have a problem, we have a challenge in our hands that we need to start dealing with urgently, and that is the challenge of helping our generation to raise more responsible men for the society. Thank you.